Hey, podcast listeners. Tired of ads barging into your favorite news podcast? Good news. With Amazon Music, you have access to the largest catalog of ad-free top podcasts included with your Prime membership. Stay up to date on everything newsworthy by downloading the Amazon Music app for free or go to amazon.com/ad-free news. That's amazon.com/ad-free news to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads.
Randy Hauser on B105. It is the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Ken will be in here in just a bit. Otherwise, Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. I'm so sad at how fast October is going. And you know, it's my favorite month of the year. And I always tell myself I'm going to do all of the Halloween things like every single night. And then I get home and I'm just like, I'm too tired. Now, I did go to the Haunted Ship and that was amazing. I have tickets to go to the Haunted Shack and the Haunted Forest, but you know, I'm just tired these days. But I'm going to squeeze a lot of Halloween festivities in these. Blake Shelton, Honeybee on B105. It is your B105 Buzz, brought to you by East Central Energy, member-owned, homegrown, community-focused since 1936. Today, I should mention, a little bit warmer than yesterday, a high near 50 with sunshine. So fear not, winter is not here just yet. Although now that I said that, I might have jinxed it. But moving on, if you want to do some Halloween festivities, I said a few minutes ago, I feel like I need to do a lot more the second half of October to make up for the first half of October. This is a really fun one. It is the 19th annual Pumpkin Run and Walk 5K. It takes place at Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College. And so you can run or walk the 5K, but then there are other options as well. There's the Ring Road Fun Run, which is a shorter option. It covers one lap of the Ring Road on campus. And it's $25 to take part in these races. The 5K, the Ring Road Fun Run if you're an adult, and just a really fun way to get involved in the community. You get a shirt, and I love it. People dress up in costumes, and you can read all of the rules, and we have a link to register, all of that, b105country.com. And then speaking of Halloween, I have to mention this. There's lots of studies, so take it with a grain of salt, but a new study came out ranking the most haunted states in the country, and then they made a list of like the most haunted to the least haunted. Minnesota and Wisconsin did not do well. Minnesota is actually one of the least haunted states according to this study, and then Wisconsin was found somewhere in the middle. But they looked at like how many ghost sightings there were per 100,000 people, haunted house locations, cemeteries, monthly Google searches about haunted locations. And so, yeah, Minnesota not haunted at all according to this study. Now, Florida is the least haunted state, and then the most haunted is Maine. So kind of random, but you can read more about that. B105country.com. I just wanted to share that in honor of spooky season. Coming up, Brian Martin, Carrie Underwood, Justin Moore, and more. There's your B105 Buzz. Good morning. Brian Martin, we ride on B105. It is the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Today's sunny with a high near 50. Now, we officially have the winner of the B105 Cash Cow on the line. Emily, do you by any chance have our app?
I do. I was using it for doing the 30,000 thing.
So what would you do if you were the winner of the B105 Cash Cow? What would you do with that money?
I would probably pay off debt that I had. We want to go to the new park that they're building at Universal. It's going to open next year. It's got like Mario. It's got like they're going to have Harry Potter in there, and they're going to have, it's like a dark thing. They'll have like How to Train Your Dragon.
Well, you better book that trip because you have won $30,000 with the B105 Cash Cow.
Did I hear what? I was wondering why I got a phone call and then I didn't answer. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. Thank you.
Tyler Hubbard, 5'9" on B105. Lots to talk about in Lauren's Country Lowdown. So you definitely heard about this story. Hopefully you were listening when we were talking about it yesterday. But Brantley Gilbert is a dad of 3 officially. His wife gave birth over the weekend to a baby boy named Abram Howell Gilbert. But the reason this is what everyone's talking about is because she gave birth on his tour bus over the weekend. So for some backstory quick, Brantley was in Mississippi for his Off the Rails tour that was in Duluth earlier this summer. And basically he got pulled off stage after 4 songs, was told there was an emergency. His wife gave birth. He helped her give birth on the tour bus, and he went back on stage. So there was lots of questions like, why was his wife there if she was going to go into labor or if there was even a chance. But now they're clearing things up in a TV interview. So just some of the things they said. First and foremost, they said that Amber was doing fine, like showing no signs of going into labor or anything. And the night before she was fine. The day of she was fine. There was a midwife with them, but only because she was like a week out from giving birth. So her due date was actually in a week, but she wasn't showing any signs. This is their third kid. And so when it happened, they were surprised. Another thing that they addressed was the fact that Brantley went back out on stage after about an hour, and he said, "Those are my fans. They're always there for me, so I'm not going to cancel the show." He said, "A lot of my fans are moms. A lot of people in the crowd were moms. They understand and they understood." He also said it was like such a great night. I was feeling the love. I wanted to go out there and continue that. And his wife also said, "I told him to do it. Like, I wanted him to go out there and finish his show." I mean, he was only 4 songs in when he had to, get pulled out and go help deliver his baby. He said it wasn't on the bingo card. It was crazy. He also said, we were prepared if it were to happen, but we just didn't think it would. We had a week or so left. And so, yeah, he literally helped his wife give birth on the tour bus. So definitely a story I'll never forget. I feel like that baby has really good luck, or will have good luck. So see the photos. You can read more about that, B105country.com. I just love that story. Jelly Roll, he is opening a bar on Broadway. It's called Jelly Roll's Goodnight Nashville. We don't know too much right now, but he was just on Joe Rogan's podcast. The bar, like I said, will be called Goodnight Nashville. There will be a back bar called Buddy's, named after his late friend. Now, the name was registered back in July, but like I said, we don't know where it's going to be. We don't know when it's going to open. But we just know that it is going to be happening. And he's actually from Nashville. So one report said he's the first artist from Nashville to open a bar in Nashville. I haven't fact-checked that, but yeah, he's just killing it, It's crazy to see, like, all of these newer artists opening bars, like Lainey Wilson has one and Jelly Roll has one, and it's just kind of like the new wave of country stars are now opening bars with the legacy acts like Luke Bryan and Miranda Lambert.
B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren, good morning. It's 7:10 and the 7:10 laugh-off, right on within a second or two here. Anyway.
I think kill time. No. So I won Friday, and I am going to go first.
Okay, go right ahead.
Ken, why did the tuna like the sea bass so much? Well, she was very much sophisticated.
Oof.
You can't come in hot out of the gate.
Yeah. Well, okay. Lauren, what kind of car does an egg drive? A Volkswagen.
Classic.
Oh, I've heard that one.
It's a classic egg joke. Ken, what is a ghost's favorite website? BooTube. BooTube.
Right.
It's a ghost. Okay,
yeah. Not
going great.
Lauren, I could never be friends with a seamstress. Just way too close-minded. I said that one to my mom. She sews a lot.
She does. Yep. Shout out, Mom. Okay, this was... Well, I don't know if you're going to get that.
Why not? Why wouldn't I? Actually, I don't answer that.
Okay, I'm not going to do that one. Ken, what do you get if you eat too much pumpkin pie? Autumniac.
Oh, autumn.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Wow.
Boy, these aren't great today, Lauren, I gotta say.
Neither are yours.
What are you talking about?
Yours are not great.
Okay, how about this one?
Okay.
Lauren, what do you call a dog who meditates? An werewolf. Is there a Get it?
Yeah, no? I get it.
Didn't laugh?
Neither of our jokes were good.
Mine was great. That was a great one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, should we do another one?
Okay.
We can't end on
okay.
your terrible joke,
Or your terrible joke.
All right, I got one.
Okay.
Or do you want to go?
Well, I'll go. This is from a listener named Joe. Thank you, Joe. Ken, what do you call a man that gets Botox? Philip.
Wow.
That's what I thought you wouldn't get. Thank you, Joe. I got
that?
it.
Why wouldn't I get that?
I don't know.
Because I don't know what Botox is?
I'm going to get Botox. What?
What do you need Botox for?
Thank you. for saying
Then
that.
your face won't move.
That's fine.
Oh. Okay, well, we're just moving on here then.
No, you need to do a joke.
Lauren, I'm reading a horror story in Braille. I can just feel something bad's about to happen.
Okay. That was good. It took us a lot of jokes to get there.
Yeah, we got there today eventually,
Wow,
right?
all right.
Okay, there you go. 7:10 laugh off. We'll try again tomorrow. We'll dig deeper.
We'll do better.
We'll dig a little deeper. Okay. 712 B105 to get into my email.
All right, so we're going to go over yesterday's because it ties into today's. I will just carry this program, Ken.
Perfect.
It's all good. So a 2023 study says this was our favorite Halloween candy last year. The answer was Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
You know what I had yesterday? My dad had these. I didn't even know they existed. They were Snickers peanut butter ones. Oh.
Wait, Snickers Peanut Butter Cups?
No, they were Snickers, but they had peanut butter in them. They were like a Snickers with peanut butter.
Do you
Very
still
good.
have them? Can you bring me one to taste
No, they're
test?
my dad's. I don't know.
Oh.
If I find some, I'll bring you some.
Oh,
Okay.
Your dad and I are friends. He'll give me one. Anyways, okay. This has been voted America's least favorite Halloween candy. This is my dad's absolute favorite.
Oh, this can I don't know the answer because I can't get into
Oh,
the thing.
okay.
But so I can't really guess at it. I'm guessing with everybody else. The least favorite? It's like the one that's least favorite every year, right?
Yeah, I feel like this probably isn't given out for Halloween candy as much as others, but it's just very gross. Very gross.
727 B105. We still have Papa Murphy's for the prize?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 727 B105, the least favorite Halloween candy.
Mm-hmm.
Call now. Good luck with Old Dominion right now and your
sure
chance to win some Papa Murphy's.
Yep. So this has been voted America's least favorite Halloween candy.
Okay. America's least favorite Halloween candy. I know I got coming to mind, but let's go to the phone and see what we got.
Mm-hmm.
Take some guesses. Hi, B105. What do you think?
Is it candy corn?
Not candy corn, but it's got similar vibes.
It's not candy corn.
It's
I thought
not
that's for
candy
sure
corn.
what it would be.
Actually, candy corn was voted like the third favorite. of last
Gross.
year. Yeah,
I thought for
nasty.
sure it was candy
You're
corn.
on the right track and color palette, if you will.
Okay,
Okay, thanks. Yep. Hi, what's your guess?
Is it black licorice?
No, it's not black licorice, but that's disgusting too.
It is disgusting. Thank you.
Yep. Hi, what's your guess?
Is it peanut butter blossom?
What is a peanut butter blossom?
They come wrapped in those orange and black wrappers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, it's not those.
I think I like those.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for calling. Yeah. Hi, what's your guess?
Is it Whoppers?
Not Whoppers. People don't like Whoppers?
I don't really like Whoppers.
What?
No.
It's
a preference thing.
Yeah, they're a little too chalky, I think, but yeah.
I
Okay,
love
so.
Whoppers. Okay, so can I just give a hint here? It says a very chalky orange candy.
I wouldn't call it.
Well,
I would like more rubbery.
my dad likes them stale,
Ugh.
which is just so
It kind of
wrong.
always tastes. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of. I think it's kind of an older person thing. No offense to your dad. Not saying that he's old.
He's like 64.
Not saying that he's old or anything, but that's not something that kids are rushing out and getting these days. And yeah, I think you got to be over 60 to eat these. This has been voted America's least favorite Halloween candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we gave enough hints there.
Right. Well, I'll take some guesses here as we go. 727 B105, and we'll look at your weather forecast up next. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Okay, your brain needs your question. We still got to wrap this up once more here.
Okay, this has been voted America's least favorite Halloween candy. What is it?
Okay. Let's see what we got here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
727 B105. Hi, B105. What's your guess?
Hey, is it the orange peanut?
Yeah, the circus peanuts.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as you said orange, I threw up a little bit.
Yep.
Thanks
There's
for
a
sharing.
story there, and
Thanks for sharing that.
I love it. Well, you don't have to eat them. You can eat Papa Murphy's instead.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, all right. We're going to hook you up. What's your name?
Ryan.
Hey, hang on, Ryan, okay?
All right, thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah, those circus. Ugh.
Yeah.
And your dad likes them stale.
Yeah, he likes them stale. It's very easy man to shop for. Dots and circus peanuts, and he's happy. So.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. We'll do it again tomorrow. 7:34 B105 up on Discovery Channel.
Oh, boy.
There's a new show called The Lost Monster Files.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this?
I have not.
It is, so Terry up at Whiteface Reservoir, she shared this, that they were up there filming at Whiteface Campground this spring for this show because there's a story called The Wild Men of Minnesota. Mm-hmm. So this is going to air on the Monster Files on Discovery on October 30th. It's upcoming episodes, 15 days from now. And it's about the Minnesota Wild Man. Have you ever heard of this guy?
I have not.
So what happened is, I'll try to make the long story short here. You can read about all the details at B105country.com or the B105 app. And I remember hearing this as a kid, that there was a hunter that had Bigfoot in his freezer.
Oh.
But it was called the Minnesota Wild Man.
Okay.
And frozen in ice. A block of ice. Now, here's what happened. According to the legend, a guy who was a captain at the 148th, his name was Frank Hansen, he was hunting up at Whiteface and came around, shot a deer, went after the deer, came around the corner, said there was 3 hairy ape-like creatures eating the deer.
Oh.
One of them came charging at him. He pulled his gun up and shot the creature and then freaked out and ran because, of course, that's what
I would do as well. Yep.
Well, left, didn't say anything to anybody because he was like, what if this was a person that I shot? You know, because he couldn't. So then he was like, well, he had to go back to the scene of the crime. He found the body, didn't know what it was for sure, brought it back, put it in the freezer while he's trying to figure out what he's going to do. Then later it started to smell. So they added water to it so that it would freeze in case of ice. This is supposed to be a true story.
I mean, how can you even make something like this up? This is elaborate.
Well, then later on, years later, he decided to take it on the road for a show, a tour type thing. And they actually had some people investigate it and look into it. And the story gets even weirder from there. But this is what's going to be on October 30th on the Discovery Channel, and it's called The Minnesota Wild Man.
I'll be seated for it. That's why not?
I don't know if I believe it.
I think I've heard of this, but when I heard of it, it was called something else or something. But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and so it's going to be October 30th episodes. Check that out. I don't know. It's big fit. Did anybody ever hear that story too? Because I remember hearing that when I was a kid. That somebody around, but I grew up not far from there, but somebody that had that in their freezer. So,
well,
interesting.
That is okay. Here's a question: if you had the chance to see Bigfoot or whatever in a cube of ice on the road, would you go?
Oh yeah.
How much would you be willing to pay?
I don't know. It'd be something that you would have at like the home show. You know what I mean? They got like Twiggy the Water Skiing Squirrel.
Listening? Yeah,
right.
Well, nothing compares to Twiggy. My update was that Imminent is finally at the library, and I went to go pick it up yesterday, and the library was closed. So I'm going to go today.
It's People's Day, right? Yeah.
But so then I'll be able to,
Don't you remember Library Laura telling us it was going to be closed on Monday?
I do, but it was on my way home anyway, so I just wanted to see because I was really excited to read it. And I just got the notification it was in.
Okay.
I really think we're the ones that got it at the library, really, because we've been hyping up this book so much.
It's a little bit of a slow start.
Okay, that's what I was a little worried about.
But once you start hearing about the general from Brazil,
what chapter is that?
That's pretty early on.
Okay, because
he talks about stuff that happened in Brazil, and it is shocking. Both my wife and I, when we were listening to the audiobook on a drive down to Green Bay, we looked at each other and went, "Did we just hear that right?" We had to rewind.
I can't wait. Okay, so I'm going to read it, and then I will report back.
Okay, thank you, Lauren. Morgan. Lauren's Country Lowdown on B105. All right, Lauren.
Okay, I've been overwhelmed because there's so many country music stories coming out. So Lainey Wilson, she is just continuing to dominate everywhere. It was just announced that she will be performing at the Cowboys Thanksgiving halftime show against the New York Giants. I don't know football, but I do know this is a big deal.
Yeah. Cowboys halftime shows a big,
Yeah, so she broke the news Sunday night during the game. People were annoyed. It wasn't her fault, but I think it was the Cowboys were losing, and then she came out before the second half of their game against the Lions, and they were like, okay, well, the Cowboys are losing right now. But she said that she will have a very special guest joining her and that she is going to keep us all on our toes. So we'll see who that is. But past performers have been Reba, Toby Keith, Dolly Parton last year, so obviously she's in good company, and you can read more on that, B105country.com.
Looking forward to seeing Lainey.
Yeah, so speaking of Lainey, her and Jelly Roll, they have their song Save Me together, and Jelly was just doing an interview with Evan Paul from Taste of Country Nights, and he said that over any other award at the CMAs next month, he wants to win for that song that he has with Lainey. He says he doesn't want to win Entertainer of the Year. He said when he was nominated, he called his publicist, and he's like, what am I supposed to do now? And she's like, well, which awards do you want other than Entertainer? He's like, I don't even want that. I actually want to win, I think it's called Musical Event of the Year, because he said that song is like one of the most special songs to him, and it saved his life, and then it, saved a lot of people when it went to radio. So I think he still probably wants to win a little bit, right? But he really wants to win.
That's what means the most to him right now. So,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So hear that full interview, B105country.com. And then while you're there, Reba, she just released the theme song for her new show, Happy's Place. She said she surprised everybody in the cast at the table read with the song, and they all sobbed. And that show's actually coming out on NBC this Friday.
Oh.
It has her Reba co-star, Melissa Peterman, Rex Lynn's in it, so you can read more on the show. B105country.com.
Let's check that out. You didn't mention Brantley Gilbert.
Oh, because I've been talking about him constantly.
Yeah, I heard it in your load on last hour, but in case anybody missed it, his wife gave birth on their tour bus in the middle of a show. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then there wasn't that many details, like, Monday when I was talking about it, but then they did an interview Monday afternoon saying they had a midwife in case, but there were no signs of labor.
Yeah, well.
But he went back out and did the show, which is kind of iconic, honestly.
That's pretty crazy, yeah.
He's like, sorry, it just delivered my wife's baby. Good for the wife.
Yeah, did they tell the crowd, like, hey, hang on?
Yeah, he did. Well, he said, I have an emergency, I'll be right back. And then he came back an hour later.
Wow.
It's hard to be mad, when you wait an hour and it's
right, and you don't want to miss that. That's a pretty big moment. B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Good morning. It is 7:58. We're going to look at your weather forecast up next. Also, Library Laura coming in. And, and we also had that Jelly Roll contest going, too. Mm-hmm. So don't forget, listen for those codes.
Yep.
Going on today as well. So, and have the Yap ready to roll here with B105, the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. It's the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren and Library Laura from the Duluth Public Library.
Good morning.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Doing good. She forgot the library was closed yesterday, even though you talked about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
did you show up and try to see it?
It wasn't crazy because I was going home and it was on my way, and I was like, well, my book about UFOs is ready. And I just got the notification, so I'm like, I'll just try. But it's okay.
Yeah.
And then as I was like pulling up, I'm like, I feel like they're closed. So you did mention that, and I just failed.
That's all right. That's all right.
We cover a lot, so things happen.
But you're open today.
We are open today, back in action, ready to go. And it's actually, we're kind of ramping up this. I feel like this is a week that starts to kind of kick off, I'm not even going to say that word yet, but there's a little bit of a lull when school starts. People are getting back into their routines.
Yeah.
They're not going to the library regularly, but MEA weekend I think kind of kicks it off. So we're getting ready. There's going to be a ton of fun stuff. All library locations, and we're going to kick it off a little early tonight. This has actually been very, very highly anticipated. It's a Bluey Book Bingo.
Bluey Book Bingo.
Bluey Book Bingo tonight at the West Duluth Branch Library. Starts at 6. Win or lose, everyone leaves with something. And I don't have children of that age anymore, so I don't get Bluey, but I guess everyone loves Bluey.
I know who Bluey
Even
is.
I know about Bluey.
Right.
So.
I know about it. I just don't, I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Well, you need to watch so you can be informed, Laura.
My youngest is 17. So
well, okay, so that might be weird
maybe
for you. Watch a
when
clip.
I have grandchildren, we can watch together. Okay.
I remember going to that baby shower for him. Isn't that crazy?
That is, 17 years ago. As of Friday.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so Bluey Book Bingo happening at the West Duluth Branch tonight. Starts at 6 p.m. Fun stuff coming up at the main library on Friday. Hocus Pocus bingo and a movie. So you get to enjoy the classic Hocus Pocus while playing some Hocus Pocus themed bingo, crafts, coloring. It all starts at 1:30. The film will start at 2 o'clock. If you're a big fan, Hocus Pocus, another one of those cult favorites.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
We got to fix that. Got to do something about that. And the Mount Royal Branch Library going to have some fun for kids for MEA kicking off on Friday. 2 different sessions of the Zoomobile with the Lake Superior Zoo. This is Animals of North America, so kids can come and learn about how animals in our area adapt to changing seasons.
I love it.
So 2 times available. First one is at 11, then 11:30. You can check out all the details, all these fun MEA weekend events at DuluthLibrary.org.
You know a movie I watched last night that I've never seen before besides Hocus Pocus? I'll get to that one. I've seen a part of it.
Practical Magic.
No, I watched The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds. I've never seen that. That was on Netflix.
I think that movie is what gave people a fear of birds.
It is pretty terrifying to see, but also it was kind of comically funny because it was 1963 special effects.
Yep.
Yeah. And the plot and the dialogue, it was like, wow, okay, they were really low.
Movies have come along.
They set the bar pretty low back then, I guess.
Somewhere, right?
Yeah. But it was interesting. But anyway, Hocus Pocus themed thingamajig. Go on, I'm at your calendar.
Okay,
Nice.
Okay, good. Yeah, so a lot of fun events coming up, all ages. There's stuff all week long, all weekend. It'll be a good time.
Right. Okay. Well, Library Laura.
If we're open.
If you're open, yeah. We'll see you again next week. You'll be here.
Sounds good. I'll be here.
Okay. Library Laura here, B105. All that info at DuluthLibrary.org. And 8:13 on the Breakfast Club. Jelly Roll and Chevrolet. Next code coming up at 10:20 this morning on B105. We're going to look at your weather forecast coming up. And then some jerk today, a horde is taking over a neighborhood. A new fear unlocked, Lauren.
Oh, great. Is it raccoons?
No.
Okay.
That was the other day, though.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you weren't repeating a story.
No, I remember that
Okay.
story. Yeah, the raccoons surrounded. That's why you don't feed them. Don't feed them.
I know, but they're cute.
Right. Well,
They're cuddly.
If they're furry, why aren't we supposed to be friends? One of my favorite Lauren quotes. Anyway, weather next with Leah Zmerko from WDIO. Luke Combs on B105. It is the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. And Lauren with some angel here this morning.
Yeah, this is a super, super cute story, a heartwarming story. A Chinese couple has created a cancer kitchen near the hospital to let family members cook for their loved ones. They've actually been doing this for like 2 decades now, but it's really started to catch on because somebody did a news story about it. And so now they have been able to whether purchase it themselves or have it donated. Utensils, appliances, stoves, ovens, and basically how this works is, it's right by the hospital. So if there are parents that want to give their kids a home-cooked meal, they can use this kitchen and cook. I think they charge like 30 cents or something. And then they'll bring it to their loved ones or like the patients themselves if they want to just, feel normal for a day or for a meal. They can walk over and use it as well. So just a little thing that has really caught on. Now, they said that donations have started to outpace expenditures and nearly 10,000 people have come to cook in their cancer kitchen.
Well, that's really neat.
Yeah, and then in 2019, the government actually funded a renovation of it as well. So they were able to move it indoors. They have more than 20 little cooking stalls.
So it's huge.
Yeah, so it's grown a lot. And now they were also featured on CNN Heroes, which is super cute as well. So I just love it.
Yeah, I wonder if they've got a family member that's going through treatment or whatever, maybe they can cook one of their favorite meals, right? Mm-hmm. That's neat.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Check that out. Awesome. Thanks, Lauren. St. Jude does that too,
Yeah, St. Jude has an amazing kitchen. And
they also have some apartments and townhomes and stuff with full kitchens that they stock and things like that too.
Yeah.
So that's really neat. Well, thank you, Lauren, for some angel today. And we'll do it at the same time tomorrow with an even better story. No pressure. Well, it's hard to beat that.
Yeah, why do we have to?
I don't know. You always got to be
pressure on it.
You always got to be growing, So tomorrow's got to be B105, Northland's #1 for New Country. Okay, we'll see you again tomorrow. Lauren's Love Advice: how Halloween can help you find a significant other, right?
Yep. You're welcome in advance.
All right.
We've talked about energy vampires. We've talked about a witch on TikTok. We got to keep the theme going.
Yeah. Okay.
You're welcome.
It's coming up tomorrow at 7:40. Listen for that.